How's it going, everybody? This is GoldenboltLP, and welcome back for more Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky! In the last episode, we became an exploration team with Nigel the Trico here. And in this episode, we're going to go on our first mission together to find a Spoink's missing pearl out here in the Drenched Bluff. As Nigel's saying, this must be the Bluff's entrance. Spoink's mission description said his pearl is deep down on the B7F level. Sounds like a seriously dangerous place. Let's be careful. Let's do our best, Gobo. Now, if you remember in the last episode, we did get some hold items that are going to improve certain stats. Actually, as it's about to talk about now. Wow, good call. Now that you have the treasure bag, you can keep 16 items in your inventory. Yeah, I was just actually talking about that. We can actually give certain items to our team. Now, I am actually going to give the green bow, which increases attack, special attack, defense, and special defense, to myself here, because I want that. And while that Anorith is getting closer and closer to me, I'm going to give the zinc bow to Nigel to increase his defense. And actually, other thing I was going to do before that thing attacked me, I wanted to switch my moves out to tackle to be set. Instead, oh my gosh, this must be Gobo's thing. Whereas GB would always just randomly fall asleep, Gobo's thing is missing every 5 seconds. And alright, Nigel grew to level 6. Sounds good. And learned Absorb. Awesome. Especially really good next to that Shellos right there. Excellent, I leveled up. Absorb is a really good move in this game, as it is kind of in the other games, but I feel as though the health sucker type moves, the vampire moves, and oh dang, Nigel, well, way to go. Those moves do a lot. We can find a Pecha Berry right here, which is going to heal poison. Yep. Just as it did in other games. There's also another type of, I believe you can get 2 different types of items here. Don't use Leer, you goof. I believe you can actually find 2 different types of very useful items in this dungeon, and wow, it's just an empty room there, and okay. Something I've always wondered is why the, they keep the controls up on the top screen for so long. I don't know if I don't recall if there's a way to fix that. I'll have to look. That would be cool if, like, I could put the map up there. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to go through the options. It's been a while. But that would actually be kind of nice, because it was nice on Red Rescue Team to have that, and wow, level 7, but I don't know about this game. It seems like a waste. Yep, and we raise all our stats. It's really nice. And is that the item down here? Oh, nope, just more Poke, but you can never go wrong with more money, especially 67 whole coins, even though there was only 1 of them. Eat an apple or gummy? Yes, this was the other thing I was meaning to talk about. So, as briefly touched on before, there is hunger in this game. Yes. As you can see there on the bottom part of the menu I just pulled up, you see belly, 90 out of 100. Now, as you progress through dungeons, your Pokemon's belly will decrease. They will get hungry because apparently, I don't know. They didn't eat a good hearty breakfast before coming into the mystery dungeon. I don't know, but you're going to need to make sure that you have, a good amount of apples or gummies when you're going into certain dungeons later on, because it's really going to become dependent on that sort of thing. And basically what happens when your belly goes down is it'll hit down to 0, as it would, and your Pokemon will begin to starve. It's really dark, really violent, really messed up, and basically what happens is your Pokemon will kind of wander around at a slower speed up until you faint. So yeah, it's a good idea to come with apples. We have not been introduced to apples yet. They may be in this dungeon. I'm not entirely sure, but if we come across it, I'll show you what I mean. There's some other items in here that are going to be useful, and wow, we're just learning about experience now. We've leveled up a lot, like, already in this episode. Like, we've had a good, wow, this is a weird room. Oh, and there's one of the other items I wanted to show off. Down there in the corner, that pebble-looking thing is actually what this game... Oh, look, an apple right up there, too. Is actually what this game likes to call, not a gravel rock, but a Geopebble. Throw Geopebbles at distant foes. Yes, you can set damaging items to hold L and R, and you will throw it a good distance. And Shellos is spamming the crap out of Mudsport. I just want to set my Geopebbles. So here's what we're going to do. We can set that, and now we can hold LR. And we can toss Geopebbles from a distance, and it's pretty nice. Actually, now that I was meaning to show this off before, we can use Quick Attack from a distance, and it does that. Isn't it wonderful? A lot of things showed off in just that fight right there. And up here, here's an apple, a big apple, actually, and this will fill your belly. Eat one if you're about to faint from hunger. Now, the game does warn you if you're about to be hungry. If you're about to, like, get hungry, I guess I should say. So... you don't need to constantly... I'm wrapped. You don't need to constantly pull open the... Nigel, do you want to do something, buddy? You don't need to pull open the menu every time to check. You'll be warned. That is a weird room. And, these Shellos using all these ridiculously annoying moves. Doesn't even matter! Nobody wanna see you use hard, and it didn't matter, no. Let's eat an apple. Now, if you are out of inventory space, you can eat things off the ground if you need to. It's pretty gross, it's pretty unsanitary, considering the fact that you picked it up off the dirt floor. But you know what? That's fine. Also, yeah, another tip, you get more EXP for using your moves rather than your A attack, your basic VAP. You do get more EXP for that. So there we go. We're gonna go ahead and use tackle, and there's like a chingling following us. There's like a whole stampede, and up here is a gummy, which also, as you add more, as you have more gummies, you will increase your IQ. One of the things that I explained, I believe, in episode 1. So, while it is only a red gummy, and while I will get into gummy colors later, you will see, well, I guess I can get into it now. Fire-type Pokemon like it most. It also somewhat fills the belly. Well, although I'm not a Fire-type Pokemon, I'm going to eat this red gummy and see what it really does. And its IQ went up somewhat. It doesn't seem to dislike this gummy. What's that Shellos doing just swimming in the water there? Some more Geopebbles there. That's always useful. My favorite item, eventually, I think we get into it, are sticks. Sticks are wonderful and silly Lily. I wish Nigel would go ahead and use Absorb. What is this, like, using that Quentin wouldn't use Ember? Oh, here's another really useful item. Perhaps one of the most useful items in the entire game. This is a Max Elixir. Now, it restores a Pokemon's PP fully, as it does in the original Pokemon games, but it is way more useful in this game than it is than regular Pokemon, because of all of the issues that you're going to have to, you know, like regulate your. Oh, come on, Nigel. You have to regulate your move usage. I feel like the AI in this game is way better, because Quentin wouldn't have done that in the Red Rescue Team. But there we go. I think that's that's a good amount of explaining. I think that's really all that we had to explain. Oop! I accidentally used an A attack. Less EXP for me. But yeah, there we go. There's a lot of chatter at the beginning of this game. A lot more so than the original, which is funny because it's not that different, and we're leveling up like gods right now. There we go. That's how it's done. We're gonna find that pearl and be the best rescue team ever. Of your partner, be a smart teammate. Yes, I talked about this before. You can switch option. Yep. Turn off different moves. So if we don't want Nigel to be using the move Leer, which we might eventually turn off. It's okay right now. We can turn that off, so he only uses attacking moves. But yeah. Oh, I thought there was an item down there. Silly me! That Anorith is sleeping. It's time to throw rocks at it. He's like, holy frick! He didn't even know. She didn't even know. There are genders in this game, I guess. I never picked up on that. But there we go. Drench Bluff, 7th floor. Oh, look at that! It's the Pearl! This place is beautiful. This must be Spoink's Pearl, just conveniently sitting there at the bottom. Just kind of out in the middle of everywhere. Let's right back with it. And there we go! We got the Pearl! And returned it to Spoink. Thank you! That Pearl must be propped on my head, you see. I missed it so much. I just couldn't settle down without it up here. So I was just boinging and sproinging everywhere. It's a weight. That's why I'm covered in dings and bumps. Oh! That's really kind of upsetting, but thanks to you, that long nightmare's over. You have my sincere thanks. We did a lot more than we thought we did, Nigel. You were complaining about that, and we are rewarded with things after completing missions for people. We get protein, and calcium, and iron, and 2,000 Poke! Incredible! Wow, 2,000 Poke. What, is that what you're more focused on? I'm more focused on getting a healthy diet there. Just kidding. All this money is for us. Of course, there's nothing compared to my pearl's value. Farewell. That is a pretty good amount of money to start off with, too. 2,000 is a good amount. We're rich, Gobo! We got rich just like that! Well done, team. Oh, freaking Chatot. Now hand that money over, if you please. Government! The government! We don't pay taxes here! When I signed up, I never had to pay taxes. What is this? Most of the money from jobs goes to the guildmaster, you see. And your team's share of the money comes out to this much. A measly 200 Poke. It's a lot like taxes now, isn't it? That's awful. Well, that's the guild's rule. Oh, you simply have to accept it. I don't like this totalitarian, like, whatever is running over here. Chatot. I think he just stole it. Everyone, thanks for waiting. And here comes Chimeco, and oh, there's Loudred. I just finished making dinner. Come on, dinner's on. How did you make dinner without hands? Yeah! Dinner sounds great. Oh, and look at us eating there. Munch, munch, choo, choo, slurple, slurple, slurple. This is Snorful, as they say. There's a lot of interesting characters here. I don't like having to sit next to Loudred during lunch. He probably eats really loud, like... I wouldn't put it past him. Ah, I'm done eating. Excellent meal. I'm stuffed, and now I'm getting sleepy. Sounds like Thanksgiving. Yep, I'm off to bed. Good night, gang. Good night. And what a beautiful shot of the moon. 'Tis lovely this time of night. Listen, Gobo. Again, Nigel. Sleeping! Wasn't today hectic? So much happened. But I'm relieved that our first job was a success. It was really upsetting how Wigglytuff's guild took most of the money. That's just the cause of training, I guess. We can't do anything about it. What made me really happy today, though, was getting thanked by Spoink. I was really happy about getting calcium and protein. Yawn, I'm getting sleepy. I'm going to sleep. That tends to happen when you get sleepy. Let's try our best again tomorrow. Good night, Gobo. No thoughts there from me. Well, that was a pretty successful day. Chapter 3! The Scream. The next morning... Up and at 'em! It's morning! Friggin' Loudred, worst alarm of all time. Ugh. Good morning, Gobo. Would you like to save your adventure? Well, we're actually going to end off the episode here! We can keep episodes a little more concise now. I think shorter episodes might do a little better. The first couple were long, but if you guys want them longer, that'll be fine. Plus, I think this is a very good spot to set a break because I don't want to, you know, leave in like in the middle of a conversation or anything like that. So we're gonna leave at this strange menu right here. But yeah, guys, we're gonna end off the episode here. I hope you enjoyed our very first mission and our government taking taxes out of us, which I'm pretty sure is just Chatot stealing from us. But you know, whatever. Anyway, guys, next time we're going to figure out what Chapter 3, The Scream, is all about. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining me on this installment of our adventure. From me to you, have a very nice day. And I will see you guys next time!